Okay, for some reason or another, you have to excuse my idle, I have to turn it down a little bit, but the 42 G506 videos seem to be the biggest hit on my channel for some reason. I guess you guys just really love this thing. I don't know, she's nothing special, but I wanted to do another video here. Some of the salt's gotten cleared off the roads finally, so that means we can take the trucks out and enjoy them a little bit. Get the gear oil all shaken up, stirred up in there, get some of the moisture out of the thing. So, do a little drive here. It's running good. So, guess we'll see if we can make a video. For some reason today, the traffic has been ridiculous in the town that I usually drive through, so. If you know anything about World War II trucks, them and traffic don't really mix. I think they've been moving a lot of trucks lately. Put the window up here. Oh man, I hope I can get pulled out of here. Can't freaking see anything. You'll have to excuse the grinding a little bit. It's hard going from the Dodges to this truck. For some reason, this has a completely different temperament, as you would call, for being shifted. I don't drive this truck enough to really get the hang of her, but I manage. It's usually typically a fuel stop that the truck goes out, but I've been running non-ethanol fuel, which is a great thing to do on these World War II trucks, by the way. This is, ever since I started running non-ethanol fuel, completely different truck. Pointed out in the last video on this truck, the speedometer's 10 mile an hour off. That's because of the 920s. Originally, these G506s came with 750/20. And I'm not putting 6 tires on this truck just because they're the wrong side. And honestly, I've had a bunch of compliments that it looks better with the 920s. I don't know, I'm kind of an original guy myself. Slow her down here. That would be something to get a ticket in this thing, huh? Incapable of getting out of its own way, and here I am getting tickets. World War II truck, you know they can't get out of their own way. And if you stop in the middle of the hill, you're done. I think what throws me off of this truck is the Dodges, they like high revs for downshifting, and this G506, it does not like high revs whatsoever, so it just likes to be smooth and this truck down. Like I pretty much at like 10 mile an hour started off in third gear. There was about 1 inch of snow and 5 inches of salt on the road, so the everyday driver can pick up the salt. Getting a little toasty in here. With an enclosed closed cab, you know it's noisy. You'll have to excuse the dirty windshield. Cruising speed right here for this truck. 35 mile an hour. Some people claim they can get their G506 up to 55. I don't know how. There's going to be so much strain on a drivetrain at that point. You figure the rear end ratio in this truck is a 667. And that drive shaft's turning 6.67 times to make one revolution. That's just crazy how gear bound are. But when you have an 80 to 90 horsepower engine, you need the gear bound. You know, like I always say, diesel wasn't a real big thing in World War II. Not very many trucks have had a diesel engine. You know, everyone wants a diesel nowadays to tow the whole world, but back then you didn't really have that option. So they made do with the 235, the 270. And a lot of people will argue and say this is a 216 in this truck originally. A G506 never came with a 216, you know, with a 235. I think the reason people argue so much, you know, right around World War II, the 235, which is pretty much coming out, you know, and the military primarily used it. The civilian trucks, they were still running 216s. I've said in the past, you know, a 261 industrial is always a good swap for these trucks. I don't know, the little 235 is running good for now, so. But you can be coming up here on our turnaround to head back home, but hopefully if you guys stayed this long, you enjoyed the video. Well, maybe I'm not turning around. There's a cop signal. Well, that certainly throws a wrench in our plans. I was going to turn around there, but apparently not today. I put gas in this truck, so fingers crossed we don't run out because the gauge doesn't work, you know, typical. People tell me, they're like, I'd daily drive the crap out of this truck. Which, yeah, that would be fun. But you can't be in a hurry to get anywhere. If you live a mile from your work, okay, you can do that. To get to my work, it's 17 miles one way. So it wouldn't be very feasible for me to daily drive this truck. And plus, I think I would daily drive the Dodges over the Chevy. I'm going to turn around right up here, but thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Please leave a comment. I love responding to the comments and talking to all you guys. So until the next video, I will catch you then.